A young girl walking alone on a path in the woods. Suddenly a dark figure flashed by. Young girls were brutally assaulted by animals. Then my mother called. He was anxious to find his daughter. But he didn't see it. His daughter was in the grass not far behind him. The beast wants to reach for the girl's mother. Just as the beast got up to leave. A girl can't take that kind of humiliation. He picked up a stone and hurled it at the beast. He's afraid he won't get cold until there's no movement. And the beast died because he was too heavy. The girl was jailed for assault. It was just a few days ago. Xiao Mo has been living with his deaf mother since he was a child. Because I can't hear her. Xiao Mo patiently taught his mother sign language. Although the days are poor, they live happily. The leaders at his mother's workplace took good care of him. Mother and daughter also trust him. This day the glasses man threw the mother's cell phone. I saw a picture of Mo. Can't help but praise beauty. Said she had a crush on Mo, hoping to marry his daughter. Mother said nothing. I slapped the guy with the glasses, and used sign language to warn him to stay away from his daughter. In the evening, Xiao Mo walked alone on a shady path after work at night. The glasses man has been waiting here for a while. What did Xiao Mo feel behind him? Before you know it, you're attacked by the guy with the glasses. At that, little Mo was in front of this beast to merciless abuse. The mother didn't come home to see her daughter so late. So along the daughter's way home anxiously looking for her. I didn't know my daughter was in the weeds by the side of the road. The glasses man looked at the phone call from Xiao Mo's mother. She was ready to reach out to Mo's mother. Just as he got up to leave, Mo plucked up his courage and grabbed the rock next to him. Hit the beast hard. Resuscitation failed due to heavy hands. Went to heaven. Eventually Mo was arrested. The mother cried when she learned of the incident. He thinks it's his fault. You shouldn't slap a man like that. The daughter said he had nothing to do with it. The court will soon hear the judge's verdict. Mo was negligent in self-defense, sentenced to 5 years in prison. Hearing the result, the mother could no longer control her emotions. Go straight up. He knelt and begged the judge to spare Mo, but it doesn't help. And so Mo was sent to prison. I thought I was gonna spend it in there. It's been 5 long years, but it never occurred to him that life in prison would make him utterly hopeless. Mo's prison number is 2037. He was severely beaten by fellow inmates on his first day in prison. They hurried over to stop the fight and tell small Mo Buzz suffer from emotional management disorders. For the first time, he felt the horror of prison. At night, Mo couldn't sleep. I don't know who to talk to about my grievances. Aunt found Xiao Mo lying in her arms asleep. Even in my sleep, the tears still wet his clothes. They don't know what Mo is guilty of. It's pathetic to be in prison at such a young age. At that, they protect him when they work in prison. And fight back against Mo when the guards get in trouble with him. But even so, Mo's still preoccupied. Wei Yin came to enlighten him. Told him about his experience. He told Mo, you have to live wherever you go, okay? Xiao Mo wrote a letter to his mother. He just had to accept it. Remodel yourself. Try to get out early to be with your mother. Mo quickly integrated with his teammates. He worked hard on his skills. Work hard and do all the chores in the room. 5 teammates also grew to like Xiao Mo. Xiao Mo is not feeling well this day. A sudden onset of high fever can be imprisonable. The police feel that Mo is deliberately against him. He looked it over carefully. I rushed Mo to the hospital. They were surprised by the doctor's examination. Turns out Mo was pregnant, and it's the spawn of the monster that assaulted him. When Xiao Mo heard the news, he was completely stunned. Ignoring the danger, he made a mad dash for the prison gate. He wanted to talk to his mother about his grievance. And what awaits him is a dark brig. He was helpless and hopeless. When the inmates learned the truth about Mo, they were both distressed. Wei Yin asked the warden to take her to visit him. And at this time the small Mo full belly scratches clothes disheveled. He wanted to freeze the child to death by freezing. He looked at poor little Mo in front of him and couldn't help feeling sad. He took Mo into his arms and told him to hold on no matter how hard. Soon, Mo picked up the glass and shoved it into his stomach. He decided to destroy the child himself, but it was just enough for Buzz to see. Not only did he not help him, and then he kicked Mo's ass. Mo didn't want her mother to know she was pregnant. What are you talking about? Now the only chance is to wait for Aunt 2. If the sex is determined to be forcible, you can legally operate. Everyone is looking forward to the arrival of the second aunt. Little Mo found a rainbow rising outside the studio. He is also about to have the hope of a rebirth. Mo is the most special prisoner in this prison. It's not just easy work with the guards. My cellmates helped clean up. Even the warden. He will also carefully prepare his favorite food for him, because he was violated by a bad man, and tragically pregnant with a monster's child. Finally, it's time for the second trial. In the court of retrial, the judge reversed the case and commuted Mo's sentence to 1 year in prison. Korean law stipulates that a fetus older than 6 months is not allowed to be aborted. Watch Mo's belly grow day by day. There was nothing he could do to make her happy. His cellmate has a surprise for him. Xiao Mo found that the toilet was filled with chrysanthemum. It's his favorite flower. At this moment he smiled from the bottom of his heart. He is also grateful to every teammate, but they did not know it. A bold idea sprang up in his mind. Mo's been citing a headache, snagging pain meds at the infirmary, but he never ate it and hid it in secret. He couldn't accept the child he was carrying. unsuspecting fellow inmates, still getting all kinds of presents for the baby, and made all kinds of clothes, and it was Mo's arrival to humanize this cold prison. However, everyone is looking forward to the baby's arrival with great joy. Mo swallowed a lot of hidden painkillers. Then use all your strength. He sent out letters to everyone.
出去。
By the time they found him, he was unconscious. Xiao Mo was rushed to the hospital, but being in a coma. Mo's life and the baby's life are in danger. No one expected. This is how Mo would choose to say goodbye. He didn't have any desire to live. Since the devil destroyed him, the law abandoned him. He can only say goodbye to the world on his own terms. After the teammate received Xiao Mo's last letter, in his letter he thanked everyone who had helped him. In his 19 years of life, these people who made mistakes, more than the animals who pretend to be good. Teammates broke down in tears, and yet this poor girl still didn't stick to it. I closed my eyes gradually. My mother ran to the hospital as soon as she heard the news. The moment I saw my daughter, she sat slumped with her daughter in her arms, because she knew little Mo's youth no longer warm. Then Mo suddenly moved his finger. And he saw it in his dream. The sun shines on the swaying cosmos. A fresh breeze brushed one's face. One of the girls pulled down a petal. That was 5-year-old Mo. A few years later my mother was ironing a suit. On the desk was an interview notice for the civil service. It was Mo's dream job. Mother looked at the card in a daze. Suddenly a voice appeared. Mom.